Hi yogis, my name is Danielle Carter. Thank you so much for joining me today for my first mini sequence. So today I'm going to take you through a short 10 to 20 minute yoga flow for the root chakra. So this flow is all about staying grounded, connected, and safe. So in order to do that today, we're going to stay really close and connected with our mats. So when you're ready, you can join me in a nice easy seat. And we'll just take a moment here to find our breath. So option to shut the eyes if needed. Just rest the palms on the knees and just start with a gentle inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. An option here to come into either half or full lotus. So whatever feels good to your hips today. And we're just gonna ground through our sits bones and come back to that breath. So make sure that both sit bones are pressed firmly into the earth. And we'll bring our hands to heart center and come back to that breath once again. This time, practicing some constriction at the back of the throat, coming into our Ujjayi breath. We'll bring our hands up above our head, biceps by the ears, just creating some length up through our spine. You can keep the eyes closed here as we continue our breath. Just taking this moment to find that connection to our mat, find our connection to the earth, and really ground ourselves. Beautiful. Release the hands down. We'll take our hands behind our back now. Gently flutter the eyes open and interlace the fingers. From here, we're slowly going to lead with our chest, coming into a nice bowing position. Opening up the heart here, leading with the chest, coming forward and create some space in the back of the legs, back of the glute muscles. Beautiful. We'll slowly rise up, coming into a butterfly position. So bringing the soles of the feet together. You can either hook your peace fingers around your big toes, or you can wrap both hands around the feet. And again, leading with the chest, opening up that space in the hips. Again, staying really grounded and connected to the mat. Moving slowly through each pose. Come straight into straddle from here. So taking each leg out to the side with whatever feels good. No need to overextend. We're still warming up those muscles. And we can begin to walk the hands forward. So going as far as the hip mobility will allow today. And with each breath, you may find a little more space to go a little lower. Being cautious to not allow the knees to roll inward, protecting those knee joints, and we'll walk it back in. Swing the legs in together. We can meet in hero's pose. If you find hero's pose to be difficult on the knees, option to take a block and put it just below the sacrum. and rest on that. So the heels should just be coming out to the sides of the body here. Just finding some comfort in this position. Give it a little wiggle. Maybe you roll up the shoulders. Maybe you roll out the neck. Take a no, take a yes. Creating a little extra space. Beautiful. All right, when we're ready, we'll place the right hand on the mat, pressing up into the knee, lifting the hips forward and extending the arm overhead in a modified Wild Thing pose. Breathing into that lateral space we're creating in our side body. Again, staying connected to our mat, rooted in the earth. Option to lift up here into a modified half moon pose, turning the palm out to the side and taking the arm up toward the sky. Staying with that breath. And if it feels good to you, you can bring that foot, press the palm of the top of the foot into the palm of the hand. Getting a little bow stretch. Modified bow pose. And we can release it down. Bring the palms to the mat. We're going to turn into our high plank pose. Find some space here. And we'll slowly lower our chest to the mat. Coming up for baby cobra. Keeping the elbows pressed back, palms pressed into the mat, pressing the tops of the feet into the mat here. And we'll hook our back toes, press the palms into the earth, and press up for our first down dog. Bringing the chest to the thighs, gaze between the toes, and eyes of the elbows pointed to the outside of the room. You can walk the dog. And we'll hold still for 3 breaths. And we'll come down to the knees, sink back for a child's pose. And we'll press up from here, swooping one arm overhead for a modified camel. Opening up the heart and switch to the opposite side. Beautiful. Come back center. We'll meet back in hero's pose. Taking those feet, the outside of the hips, option to go on your block. And again, taking just this moment to roll out the shoulders, forward and back. Maybe we shake out the spine a little. Find some space in the neck. And this time we'll plant our left hand down onto the mat, lift through that opposite leg, find that full body extension in our modified Wild Thing. Breathing into that extension. Option to move into our modified half moon pose. And we can swing that back foot, press the top of the foot into the palm of the hand for modified bow pose. Opening the heart, opening the hips. On your next exhale, release it down. Find your high plank. Slowly lower your chest to the floor. This time pressing back, full cobra. Squeeze the abdominal muscles to protect that low back. Pressing the tops of the feet into the mat. Hook the toes, press back. Meet me in down dog. Beautiful. Driving through those heels, trying to reach them towards the mat, pressing through all 10 fingers. On your next inhale, we'll lift the right foot and draw it in between our palms, dropping the back knee, coming in to our low lunge. Breathing, keeping the shoulders out of the ears. And we'll press our hips back slowly, wiggling around till we find that nice half splits. Option here to put your hands on blocks if we're finding that just a bit too low today. And we'll shift forward, coming into that low lunge once more. And if it feels okay on your knee, we have the option to twist. And again, pressing the top of that foot into the palm of the hand, getting a nice rotation in the spine. Inhale, and on the next inhale, twist even more. Beautiful. And we'll release it down, hands to mat, press back into high plank, lowering our chest to the ground, coming up into that full cobra once again. Finding a little bit more space at the front body with each time we come through this. Hook the toes, and we'll press back for our down dog. Taking a moment just to find where it feels good. Coming back to the breath. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And we'll lift that left leg. And again, come driving it through. Drop the back knee, release the foot, and we'll press into this lovely low lunge. On your next exhale, press the hips back, find the length. Again, option for blocks under the hands here. And wiggle around, feel what good feels good. Play around with this movement a little bit, where you feel that nice length being created in the back of the hamstring. Leading with the chest, not with the chin. And we'll shift forward. And again, option to twist into that opposite side if this feels okay on the knee. And if it doesn't today, that's okay. Our bodies change on a day-to-day basis, and where we are one day, we may not be the next. No judgment, just love for our bodies today. Release the foot down, come through that high plank, pressing into the mat here, really grounding into the mat through all 5 fingers, all 10 fingers, I should say, and all 10 toes. Let's lower our chest down slowly, and again, pressing up through that cobra. Press back, down dog. And we'll lift the right leg on up. Drive it through. This time we're going to lay it on our mat as we come into seated pigeon. Just find that length through the spine here. Hold for a few breaths. And if it feels good today, we can begin to walk it down, coming into lying pigeon. And we'll walk it back on up slowly, placing the hands into the mat. Come back straight to our down dog. Finding a little more space each time we press back into our down dog. And we'll shoot that left leg up towards the sky and draw it on in. Coming back into the seated pigeon. Finding that length through our spine before we begin to make our descent down to the mat. And we'll slowly walk it back, press back into our down dog. Last one for today. Really enjoy this last time. And we'll come down, drop to our knees, sit back, child's pose. Reaching the fingertips long in front of the body. Pressing the third eye into the mat, connecting ourselves to Mother Earth. And when you're ready, walk it on up. Meet me in a lying position for our Shavasana for today. Lower yourself down slowly onto your back. Oh, my bun is in the way today. Taking the palms up towards the sky. Maybe you allow your feet and your knees just to fall out towards the side. Release the belly and slowly close your eyes here. And from here, release any tension that you're holding in your face. Release the brow. Relax the little tension point in the center of your third eye. Allow your teeth to let go of each other, relaxing the jaw, letting the tongue relax in the mouth. And with each breath, ground yourself deeper and deeper into Mother Earth. Embrace the feelings of comfort and safety that comes with being connected to the ground. Take a moment to come back to the sound of my voice. Maybe you'd like to roll out your wrists and ankles, bringing everything in the body back to the present. And when you're ready, roll to one of your sides, whichever feels most comfortable and natural to you, and press up and come into a gentle seated position. Thank you so much, yogis, for joining me today in this mini sequence. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you feel grounded and connected, and I hope you all have a beautiful day today. Namaste.